Hi folks, this is Sandy from Creative Chaos. I just thought I'd drop in and do a little chitter chatter of what's been going on for the last couple of weeks. Not a whole lot going on in my little corner of paradise. Things are going well. Let's see, I have a few notes here. The weather here has finally gotten cooler. Today we had a real torrential downpour, which we haven't had for, I don't think we've had any rain of any consequence for a couple of months. I know we went between June 15th and early August with absolutely no rain at all. So while the weeds are thriving, the grass is yellow. And this downpour went on for a couple hours, so hopefully it will help rejuvenate the grass and will help with the forest fires that are burning all around us. I can't believe we're at the 1st of September almost, and that the kids are back to school starting next week. Unbelievable. I don't know where the time's gone. However, it was a nice summer here on the coast, so I can't complain about any of that. My art has somewhat fallen by the wayside, but for good reason. I have been full on organizing in my workroom, and I think this time I actually did make some progress. I took my stuff out basically box by box, sorted it, put it back in boxes, and then labeled it. So I think I know now where things are, and I have a better idea of what I have. It certainly doesn't look like it's a whole lot better organized, but I really feel that it is, and that I'm making a better use of my space. So that's very gratifying. I find, though, I can't do that for long periods of time, about an hour or so, and that's it. I have to take a break and do something else. So it's been a bit of a slow process, but I'm getting there. And I'd say I was more than probably 3/4 of the way done, so that's good. Happy about that. My daughter and I have been out playing golf probably 6 times in the last 4 weeks, which is nice. We hadn't played here for many years. We always played down south when we were in the States. But we've been playing here and having a good time. My game's been lousy, but that's okay. I'm having a good time, so no complaints there from me. I'm hoping to be able to get a couple more months of golf in because it's good exercise, and I need all the help I can get to improve my game. I've been working at catching up on some of the projects that have fallen by the wayside. I am caught up, which I haven't been in a long time, on my Canadian Card Exchange swap cards right up to August. So the last month I have is September. So that's pretty good. I've also joined another group called Card Congo, which I was invited to join, and which looks like it's going to be a fun group. There's about almost 400 people in it, but it's basically it's not an all or nothing. You can sign up for card swaps, and it's like a one-on-one swap or 2-in-2 or whatever you want. Anyway, there's a theme, and then you work to that theme, and it's pretty much a 2-week turnaround. So I think that's good, because the longer I have, the longer I take. That's just the way it is. So that's good. Working on some of my other artwork. I want to get back into journaling, which I have not really been doing. I've been doing other things like iCads and 100-day project and ATCs and that kind of stuff. So I want to get that backlog caught up and move on to other things. So I'm looking forward to doing that. My Gemini, I have a Gemini Junior machine, which I bought about, I think I got it in 2018. I remember I ordered it when I was down south. So I think I've had it about 3 years. But anyway, it finally gave up the ghost. Not sure what's wrong with it, but it's not feeding properly, and it kept jamming. So when I bought my Gemini Junior, I think it was under $200. So it really wasn't a huge expense. When I went to replace it this time, it's way more expensive. So anyway, long story short, I ended up, there was only a $40 difference between the full-size Gemini and the Gemini Junior, although the full-size Gemini is quite a bit heavier, but it's also got a longer cutting plate. And I don't know how many dies I have. I probably have 200 dies. That's probably a conservative estimate. So I really do need the die cutting machine. And while I still have my Big Shot, I find with my arthritis that it's really quite hard. My hands start to act up very quickly when I have to do it manually. So anyway, I ordered it about a week ago and I got it already, which surprised me because it wasn't supposed to be here. They said September 1st to the 10th. And I ended up getting it yesterday. So that was pretty good service. I haven't taken it out of the box or anything yet. I have earmarked, in addition to catching up on other things, I have earmarked September and October to do my Christmas, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, when you do everything in an assembly line, that's the word I'm looking for. I've promised some cards to the lady that I sent to over on the island for her Christmas stash so she can send them out. She needs them. I want to send them by the 1st of November. I want to do my own cards. I want to do cards for people that I know in the stamping community, and I want to have someone in hand or in stock so that if the gift shop at the hospital reopens, I think it is open, but I don't know how long, how often, then I'll have Christmas cards and tags for them. So that's a pretty big job. And I've got so much Christmas stuff. It's just so, what I would normally do is I would do everything stamped, and I spent a lot of time on these cards. But I think this year I'll be using card packs and cut aparts, and the cards will be a little less intricate and not all stamped, because I don't have the time when I'm doing that volume. I will make special ones for special family members and whatever, and people that I know appreciate the work that goes into them. So it'll be kind of a spectrum of easy, simple and easy, simple and a little more intricate, and then the really detailed ones. And that's one thing I really do enjoy. I enjoyed making Christmas cards and Christmas tags. And I don't like the tags. Maybe I do the little ones, like they're about, well, this is not a good example, but they're about the size of this, no bigger. And I just enjoy doing it. I use up my scraps. I use up my little bits and pieces, and things that you don't have enough of to put on a full-size card, you can put on a tag. And they always look really cute, and they seem to be well received. So I find that relaxing. And they make up pretty fast. Sorry about that. For some reason, my video just cut out. As I was saying, those tags make up very quickly and very relaxing and fun to make. So I quite enjoy doing that. Other than that, I can't really think of anything. I'm really getting caught up in this junk journaling bug. So I have stuff that I've gotten together. The other thing that I've done, and I think I mentioned this in a previous video, I never prepared when I was doing a project. And by prepared, I mean, I didn't go through and pre-stamp images and color them. I didn't go through and pre-cut my cardstock. I didn't go through and have all my sentiments ready. Everything was done as the one card was completed, then those things were done. Or if I did 4 or 5 of the same card, then I would stamp the images and color them. But I never did it in a large volume assembly line or bulk creation. And I'm a convert now to the better preparation. I really do find it saves time and it saves frustration. So what I have already done is I have gone through and stamped a bunch of images to be used in junk journals and whatever. I haven't colored them all. And just basically have an array of images and die cuts that I can use the same as my backgrounds. I would refer you, I don't know if I've got this here or not, I would refer you to Laura Mixed Media. I don't know what her last name is. Sorry, it's over here. Excuse me for fussing here. I should have this here. But she did a technique with stencils and watercolor paint. And I just think it's drop dead gorgeous and so relaxing and so so easy to complete. And so I tried it and I really like it. And yeah, I don't know what I did with it. Not typical. Duh. Actually, here's a couple. No, sorry, I don't know what I did with them. They're not handy anyway. But she did them as journal focal points. I took that my own route and decided that I would use that format for iCads and ATCs and journal focal points as well, of course, but also for card fronts. And I'm really pleased with the way they turned out. And so I've done that for a bunch of cards. Okay, so I was able to find some of these, so I'm just going to show you. These are strictly, first of all, I would refer you to Laura Mixed Media's website, or actually not her website, to her YouTube channel. She did a demonstration video for StencilGirl stencils, and she did this technique. And basically what it is she takes a stencil, she puts paint through it, and then layers it up and changes it around or whatever. So I'm going to show you some of my end results for what I got, what my end result was, let's put it that way, and for my stenciling business. And then I'll show you what I made with it. Now, it's not mine. Some of these, I'll explain as we go along, are quite different from the others. That's going to be self-evident when you see it. I don't think I've shown you any of these before. Okay, so here we go. So one method that she used was she did color swatches. Can you see that? Sorry. She did color swatches. Pink is probably a bad color. Is that better? Probably not a good choice. Let's do this one. The green is easier. And she didn't care if you'll see that they ran into each other. She didn't care about that. She just basically did color swatches to make a background on her focal point. So that was some of them with the color swatches. And then others, she did stencils. And I did mine on like a master board, if you will, and measured them all out. And I did mine 3 by 5. But and I used different stencils. These ones were mandala stencils. I can't believe, oh, okay, this is better. I stand corrected here. You can see a little better the colors. Colors are really vibrant. Let me just try this light here and see if that helps any. Come on, honey. Yeah, maybe that'll be better. Yeah, that might be better. I mean, these are just, I just love the colors. And like I said, some of them or mandalas. I tried to do circular themes and whatever. Some I went way overboard on the colors, so they mixed, layered them on top of each other. And of course, being watercolors, I didn't spray them first with a or actually I didn't spray them between coats with a fixative. So colors did meld and move together, which I quite like the look of that. Yeah. Sorry, the color here is not. All right. I don't know why the color would be for this one. There. I particularly like that one. And I mean, this is just the base, right? It's just a starting point. Take away that fear of a blank page. Anyway, you get the idea. And so those are the startings. And then this is what I made with some of them. Okay, so this is what I made with some of them. Better close the blind. I have already used some of these as card fronts or as a focal point on a card. Sent them off to people. Sorry, the wet in there is a little better, I guess. I really like this one. I don't know why, but I guess it's pages and whatever. I really like this one as well. This is showing as more yellow. It's actually like a very, very pale moss green. What I liked about those was that you could have a stack of them, which I have ready. I guess this is again as you do it in the bulk, right? You have a stack of them, the base is ready, that are decorated, or that are decorated, and then that are painted. Sorry, that's the proper term. And then you can take a stack of them and just go through and add embellishments. And starts out looking very, very plain. When you add an image on it and do some doodling and some splattering and whatever, it ends up looking quite pretty. And so I did a bunch for my swap last month. For my swap for Sandra. Okay, I guess no, after I guess I sent them. But it was more like a background like this, but more linear. And I used a Dina Wakley stamp. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. It's the one of the ladies standing, and it's black with writing on it. So I used those and sent that off, and they were. I was really pleased with how they turned out, but they were also very well received. So I think this is a keeper. Now again, you could make this bigger or smaller. You could use this to do just your journal pages, to do, and then use that as a starting point. I saw somebody did that with gel prints. So anyway, it's an idea. And I'm really pleased with how they turned out. And like I said, go and check out Laura's site, because she's got a good tutorial there, and it all makes sense. I mean, she's way better at explaining it, and hers turned out quite different from mine. Like mine are different. That's not a bad thing. It's just they're different based on our styles and whatever. So I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, share it by all means, and please subscribe and come back and see me again real soon. Thanks. Take care. Stay safe.